Good evening, everybody. I am your host, Hoodlum, and today we are going to be playing just a tiny bit more of our People's Republic of China campaign. As you can see, the war is just beginning. The Soviets already have 100% participation somehow. Join up against, yeah. Eastern China, Southern China. Alright. We have no national focus set right now. I was really hoping to get, honestly, the fascist tree is the best tree in this game for for nations that are not a part of the normal, like for just smaller nations that don't have their own custom trees. The fascist tree is by far the most powerful. It gives you 7% recruitable population, which is very powerful in this game. Very powerful. Alright. Let's see, we'll execute this plan. And it looks like things are going well to start with. Obviously, we're going to have some very, very powerful leads. It's to move troops through our territory. Alright, UK. Alright. I'll let you motion yourself around here. The fall of Warsaw. Finally. The fall of Warsaw in 40. I've never seen it that slow. Yep, and Germany is already knocking on the doors of Paris. Italy is once again just terrible. I mean, Italy is probably the worst Axis nation AI-wise. I've never seen the Axis do worse than when Italy is in charge. Now, hopefully we can get enough war participation in our own war that we'll be able to do something this game. Despite the Soviets, basically ruining our chances. What's this? Non-aggression pact? I mean, I'm not going to declare war on you. I mean, I have no reason to. I don't see that really benefiting us in any way. Yeah. I mean, armaments organizer is the last guy we can really pick up, so. I mean, he must be good then. Yep. Japanese are slowly. We're pushing them out of China. Hungary declared war on Romania. Hungary joined the Axis. Let's see. Could I ask you? No. No. Enough occupied territories to give any over. Romania. Called Hungary as our enemy. Yeah, sure, British Raj. I have no plans to attack you at this moment or within a year. I see this war with Japan being very slow and taking up a lot of our resources for quite a while. Hopefully we'll be able to secure this steel and tungsten over in Manchuria. Nationalist Spain joins the Axis. Makes sense. Makes sense. Alright, so 7K. This is a fairly large war. 42K already lost, damn. Nationalist Spain is now our enemy. I mean, I wasn't really planning on fighting Nationalist Spain, so it's fine. It's whatever. Alright. Alright, we caught them off guard right here. Alright, hopefully we can close out this this little bubble as soon as possible, because the best thing we can do for ourselves is minimizing the largeness of the gap. The gap between our nations. Like, the smaller that gap is, the easier this war is going to be. Let's see. Let's go for that. Alright, things look like they're going well. I think the Soviets are going to start their push very soon against the Japanese. This will basically make an Axis victory impossible. Getting rid of Japan like this, because they won't be able to really fight against us. They won't really be able to support the German Reich over in... Okay, we got some more people wanting to not be aggressive with us. Okay. There we go. Modifying government. Some production. Some construction queues. Yep. Our queues are looking pretty good. Pretty good. I want to get like a team of like 45 civilian factories that I could assign to build something at any given moment. So that's basic goal here. I'm gonna remove some of these forts that I've been building. They were mostly just there because I had nothing else to build. Alright. Let's see, we'll deploy all of those troops. That'll be 12 troops. Just assign them right on in. Alright. Let's see what you can do for me. Let's see what Field Marshal Mao can do. His military might. Alright. Italy's near capitulation. Japan's nowhere near capitulation. Soviets have lost a fairly large amount. See, bombings are almost, I'd call them overpowered in this game, in war score sense, because you'll basically be punished in the fact that you don't have the ability to bomb anyone. Alright, non-aggression pack, non-aggression pack. And it's pretty unfair when the only thing you can do is just, you know, fight and throw troops, but you get barely any war participation because of it. It isn't measured the same. I think they should really nerf like bombings, like the effect of bombings have on war score in this game. Yeah, we're slowly moving in. We have Soviet forces trying to help us out. I mean, we're securing a lot of territory in this region. Over in the Guizhou province, the Hunan. And you can already see we've had a pretty large effect on them. Now, if we had kept Beijing, I do not believe a nationalist China would have fallen to the Japanese. I really do believe that. And I'm pretty annoyed at the fact that there was nothing we could really do to stop them in their attack. Yep. Our forces are moving around, they're attacking, trying to see what they can accomplish. Alright, got fast planner, thorough planner, charismatic, organization first. He's not really getting trained in skills that are all that helpful though. Yeah, Changdi, Changsha. Right here we got Jiangxi, Hubei. Anhui, and Nanjing. Now, if we can take if we can take all these VPs for ourselves, I think we'll see our war participation skyrocket. I have no plans on declaring war on you. Okay. Which I think is going to work out really well for us. Oh man. I would recommend just disengaging and running away if I were the Soviets in this case. There's a large amount of Japanese Navy on the offensive. They are searching out for the Soviets, and they are out for blood. Yeah. At least we have the Soviets reinforcing us for an actual defensive line. I don't know why they would redeploy that far away. Yeah. Just recover, build up organization. I don't understand why they have units run around as far as they do, end up running around in this game. I mean, honestly, it's just it's a really long walk. That's basically the issue. Is they're making them walk way too far. I don't understand why the Soviets aren't launching attack into Kirin and Sungkyang and all of those territories. Really don't understand why they're not doing that. Alright. We're working our way into actually having these units prepared. Oh, Belgium, Romania. Wait, what was the Romanian guy looking like? This is completely off topic, but just look at this man. I mean, honestly. Wait for it. There he is. Why does he have an eye patch? And that he has a shit-eating grin too, man. Alright. Hopefully the Soviets are going to be able to hold a line against the Nazis. Because the Soviets are basically the backbone of our, of us. Looks like with the Italians not being able to hold themselves together. Yeah, Japan is really low on allies, and especially trading partners. I mean, hopefully the US has embargoed Japan. Yeah. They've solidified they have a really strong democracy right now. Alright. Moving around, shuffling. We've established a pretty solid line so far. See, alright, we have some artillery needs, some support equipment needs. Yeah, I think we should flip our factory construction to military factories. So I'm gonna work on military factories from now on. Hopefully that'll have a fairly significant effect on this, on how our troops acquire their weaponry. This game is really, it's pretty tough when you think about it. I mean, there's a lot of time and thinking and fighting that goes into this. Was he working on the skill charismatic? Do you get that from improving relations with people? Okay, I mean, I'll allow that. I'd like to have some pretty good relations with the British Raj for as long as we can. In that sense, I'm going to who would be a great ally to us? France. Oh yeah, they banned communism, so that's kind of impossible. I think if we could get the British Raj under our wing, then we'll be able to accomplish a lot more. Alright. Look around, look around. Rocket artillery? We don't have the ability to really do anything with that. Yep, let's move on ahead. Get some improved infantry equipment. It's insane trying to modernize the Chinese army. Are the Soviets launching any attacks? Nope, they are failing to defend more aptly. Yeah, I don't think we have the ability to do any motorized divisions at this point. There. As soon as any units are done, I want them to go straight to Mao. I'm getting a lot of defense in. And that's definitely good for us. Looking at our leader, I don't think he has any direct effects. Yeah. The only cool thing about him is basically that he is literally Mao. Hopefully we aren't starving out our people as the real Mao did in real world. Let's see, organization first, thorough planner, fast planner. None of this stuff is really... Oh, fast planner is improving. Which is good, which is good. Yeah, we're launching some successful attacks, some less successful attacks. If we could really cut off the Japanese land supply lines, I think we'll quickly see the fact that naval ports can't support a large army that the Japanese are trying to support here. Large thing is we have a lot of units moving around. Unfulfilled import requests. What are we trying to import that we don't need? Let's see. We're importing 8. Well, we're getting that. We're importing aluminum, which I'm sure we're getting. Yeah, we're getting our aluminum. Importing rubber. Yeah, we're getting our rubber. It's coming from the British Raj. I don't see any issues trade-wise. Weird. I think we're going to move ourselves down the land doctrine once again. Now, we're working on integrated support. I'll go for an improved computing machine, just to get that research down even more. Yep, we're slowly motioning our ways up. And I'm sure we'll start to experience the fruits of our labor. Yeah, the Chinese reclamation of Johor is going pretty well. Alright. Huh. I'm still upset about how this came out with Gangchi. Kind of makes me hope that the Soviets don't do necessarily as well as they hope in the West. Because then, if the Soviets fall, we could just leave their faction. Then again, we'll still be at war with the Reich. But the thing is we could actually support France and finish up the German Reich, ideally. Ideally finish them off. Yeah. It's going to be really hard for them to... No, it's not going to be all that hard. I don't know why I even said that. The Germans are going to be mostly successful with their attempts to fight off the... I don't know, the Romanians in this campaign. But the Italians are they're just terrible. I don't see them having much of an effect on this game. Yep. You have some good attacks, some bad attacks. Ooh. Maybe we could cut off some Japanese troops. That would really free up a lot of our people. Some good Chinese men. Yeah, you're just fighting one guy. Just one little guy. 26.6. Just moving on in. Ever so slowly. Alright, they took that province. We're taking it back. It's a lot of give and take going on here. Japan is definitely not as powerful as it was. Yeah. I mean, I'll just pick them up since we do have the political power to do it. Doesn't mean it's necessarily the most helpful thing. I mean, now we have all the research bonuses that we're ever going to need in any given case. Yep. There's the Japanese. Just slowly. Pursuit. We lose damage. They lose a lot of damage. Or we lose a lot of damage in that case. The invade. Alright. It's almost done. Almost done defeating them. Yeah, this war with Japan is probably going to take many, many years. And during that, we're basically just going to be building up tons of factories. I know my goal was to have an insane amount of civilian factories, but I just don't see that happening right now. I don't think it's really possible with the current state of our, I guess you could say, the current state of our military and armed forces. We're definitely expanding our provinces, our provincial hold in China. Now, Japan makes a lot of naval invasions. That's something I'm going to have to pay attention to when I'm fighting them. Kicking them off of mainland China is only going to be the beginning of this war. Alright. Have our fighter focus. Aviation effort. That'll add 2 air bases. Another air doctrine. Gonna go for close air support. No, we need aviation effort too. Think I'm gonna move down the motorized route once again. Yep, we're slowly taking over some of these Mengoku, Meng. I'm just gonna call them Meng from now on. Yeah. Looks like Meng doesn't really have any more victory points except for South Kahar. So once we take out South Kahar, it's basically ours. I mean, they'll probably capitulate, which means Japan will just motion in, take over this territory for itself. But as soon as they capitulate, I see things moving towards our favor once again. I mean, there's only so much the Japanese can do in any given war. There we go. Yep, they're encircled. Yeah, we're gonna see Japanese losses mount up as soon as those 3 divisions are destroyed. Yep. They're gonna fight leg and limb, but there's not much they can do. Close quarters, local strong point. I mean, they have some smart tactics that they're going to employ, but I don't think that's going to really give them the lead that they need. Yeah. There goes that Japanese forces, and our losses are pretty much equal. And the thing is we can support these losses way more than the Japanese can. Alright, Japanese, they're trying to do some sort of attack plan against the Russians. I don't see it working. Anything that they're trying. I wonder if the Russians have sunk anything while they've been patrolling around here. I would guess not. I would just assume that. Given the history of the Russians. They have a lot of motorized troops. That's definitely going to be helpful for them. Ooh, there's the only Meng troop I have seen so far. They're attacking that one little Russian. Was a lot. We have a lot more defense. Ooh. Come on. I don't understand why it takes so long to start attacking in this game. Well, anyway, hopefully this extended episode has entertained you guys. I have been your host, Hoodlum, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.